feel free to contribute. We're building each other up in the community, trying to learn more. And you know what? Just having a good time. So happy Friday to you wherever you're at in the world. And thank you for joining us when you do decide to do so.
To all millions of you out there, this is going to be a good one today.
All right, so we've got 0 viewers and we're live. Perfect. Okay, so no worries. Numbers don't matter. Any of you that show up, we're here to talk to you. So anyhow, what's going on in your world today, Drew?
Oh, man, it's a busy day today.
Yeah.
There is lots of people on our feed. They're just waiting to have us answer their questions.
Yeah.
Got some coffee today. Normally we can ask people what they're drinking, but today's not the day. Today's not a good Friday for everyone to join the Headset Advisor. Ask us anything, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The more you do this, we stay consistent. Some people show up, sometimes they don't, and today this may just be a short one, but that's all right.
Yeah, no worries. So we're here from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time every Friday, and we're here for you. So anyhow, hey, maybe we can start talking about something that's highly relevant to headsets and to our business, but also kind of some pop culture sort of stuff. So, well, first of all, we're talking about hybrid work a lot these days. People working from home, people working from the office, doing all sorts of things. So, interesting story, and then I'll get into the pop culture. So, these days I've been working from home most of the time, and then I show up to the office every single Friday. So I'm getting ready. I'm like, okay, heading out the door about 6:30 or so, and searching for my car out in the parking lot. Then I'm like, wait, where's my car? Maybe I parked it in a different spot because I just drive it one time per week. So it's just kind of sitting there. So I'm taking a lap around the parking lot. Don't see the car. I'm like, hey, maybe I haven't drinking my coffee yet or something. I'm not sure. But anyhow, so I take another lap around the block and I'm like, the car is gone. So I thought that it could have been 2 things. One, that I was missing my parking tag and I got towed away. Or 2, that somebody stole my vehicle. So I was thinking, wow, this is kind of an interesting start to the day. So, hey, I go get the alternative car, grab my wife's car and head on out the door. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll deal with that later. Lo and behold, my car is sitting in the office parking lot from last week's episode here. So that was kind of interesting. So anyhow, the point of that is to just say, hey, this hybrid work and all that, it's throwing people for a loop. How much you were driving a car maybe before, and then all of a sudden you're not as much. And then fast forward to the pop culture. I just saw this email message that went viral from Elon Musk at Tesla. And he's like, remote work is done. Like anybody that's working remote here, you're not working remote anymore. Come into the office or go find another job or something like that. So interested to hear your guys' feedback on what your situation is on remote. Are you working remote? Are you working in the office? What are your thoughts on the Elon Musk Tesla sort of situation? Do you think that's true, that people that are working from home are hardly working? Or are they working hard? I don't know. You let us know. So drop that in the comments box. And if you haven't done so already, smash that like button. We'd really appreciate it.
It's an interesting topic that you bring up there because we've internally had lots of debates about this. One day we're like, everyone's going back to the office. The next day it's like flex schedule. Okay, people can choose to come in and whatnot. Then the next day it's remote work's the best. So my personal journey with working from home the whole time that we've been working here in general is like, we always could have worked from home, but we didn't even think about it. So we just worked in the office, went to the office. Then we worked from home and I was like, yeah, this is great for like the first 6 months. Then I was like, man, I just feel isolated. I was getting more lazy. I would make my way to the computer, kind of log in. Okay, I'm going to go do some dishes. I'm going to kind of clean the house a little bit. And then I would find myself doing that. And I found I had to be even more motivated and on task. Otherwise, I could easily get distracted. Then on the flip side, being in the office, if there's a bunch of people talking around you and whatnot, you can get distracted. You could have 30-minute long conversations with coworkers, and then you're not on task. So I don't know. I don't know if there's necessarily a right or wrong answer. I think it just depends on the person's philosophy and their organization, because you can make both work.
Yeah.
So
definitely. And regardless of if you're working at home, working in the office, doing a mix of both, we've got some solutions here for you at Headset Advisor. So visit headsetadvisor.com. Feel free to use coupon code YouTube, all caps, one word, and you can get yourself an extra discount. You're supporting the channel, supporting a small family-owned business, and we'd really appreciate that. With every single sale, every single purchase that you make, we have customer support available to assist with installation, provide lifetime product support, advanced replacement warranties. So please stop by, support us by purchasing any headsets that you may need. And if you need a recommendation, we can help you out with that, and then you can even use our headset finder tool that will help narrow down those options. So those are available to you anytime. But don't forget, again, use that coupon code YouTube, because you want to save a little money. Who doesn't like saving a little money, right? So any interesting updates, any new headsets that you can think about, anything whatsoever on the docket right now?
Yeah, I mean, we just did a video on the EPOS. If you're not familiar with the brand EPOS, they're formerly Sennheiser. They rebranded their business division to EPOS. They just came out with a new speakerphone. It's the Xm5, I believe. Yeah, Xm5. There's the 40 and then the 40 Plus. The 40 Plus includes a small USB adapter that connects to your computer. So if you're on meetings with apps like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Ring Central, anything like that, it's going to be optimized to work best for that. Jobber just came out with this new headset that we're going to test here in just a minute. This is going to be a decked wireless headset, and what that means is it's not going to connect to your mobile phone, but it is going to give you about 10 to 15 times longer wireless range than a Bluetooth headset. If you've ever used a Bluetooth headset and you're working from home or in the office, it's pretty frustrating to get up from your desk and you move like 5 to 10 feet, and all of a sudden the call starts cutting in and out and people are saying they can't hear you. It's pretty frustrating if you like that wireless range to be able to move around. Me personally, when I'm on a call or meeting, I need to move. If I sit there sitting for an hour on a meeting, I start to get restless. So having a headset that's gonna sound good no matter where you move around is definitely important. So that's where the Jobber Engage 55 here comes in. It's going to give you that longer wireless range. So in my apartment, for example, if I use a Bluetooth headset, if I go from my kitchen, where my kitchen where my computer's at, to my bedroom, the call starts cutting out on most Bluetooth headsets. This one, I could easily walk all around my house, and I could probably even go out front and outside and still be on the call being heard clear. So there's a few updates. There is some other products that are coming out that we can't talk about as of yet, but stay tuned on the YouTube channel. You'll see those reviews here soon.
Is one of those? Hold on.
Oh,
Can I say that?
yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can say that. This microphone picks up everything, so there's no secrets here.
Okay. I bet they couldn't make that out. If you could make out what we said when this, if you're viewing this on the restream, like when you watch it after the live, go ahead and include in the comments what that whisper was all about. I wanna see if you picked it up. Okay. So there's a lot of hype, and we've been asked in the last stream as well around the Sony Xm5, the brand new headphones from Sony that are the predecessor to the Sony Xm4 that were world famous and most commonly compared with the Bose 700. So I'm curious, because I know that you were doing at least one review on those, and we're probably going to have a series of reviews on them. What would you say about your initial impressions about the Sony Xm5? Because they're highly anticipated, and people that love the Xm4 are probably like, man, what do these compare like to the XM5 and all that?
Yeah, so Sony claims, I mean, they're pretty much the same. I mean, the design is different, but it's overall the same. It's a little bit more minimalistic. Sony claims it has better active noise cancellation and speakers. But one of our coworkers here who does a lot of the editing, she was always wearing the Sony Xm4s while she was editing. I gave her the Sony Xm5s. She tried that on for a little bit. And then, Jeff, what are we doing over here? What's going on, buddy? Jeff's getting my attention right now. He was moving the mouse. It was distracting me. So where was I going with that?
Using the XM4s here.
So Jessica, one of our editors, was using the XM4s always. And I gave her the XM5. She tried them on, and she's like, tried them for a little bit, and then she was like, nah, I like the XM4s, so she just stayed with those. You can bring them over here. Just put it on the table.
And this is the XM5.
Yep, so this is XM5. This is what they look like. You guys have possibly seen reviews online already, so we're not, nothing new.
Let's get an up close there, Jeff, on the XM5. All right, Sony Xm5. So if you haven't seen it, there's the reveal right there. In all its glory, like David says.
In all its glory. Woo, look at that. Fancy, right? One thing that we do a little bit different here on our reviews is we take more of the business approach. A lot of the reviews that you'll see online are going to just be more like consumer, are the headphones good for music and all of that. We take the approach of, are these good for business? Because a lot of customers do look at reviews and they're like, man, those things sound great. But when it comes to connectivity, optimization to apps like Zoom, Ring Central, and all of those, plus the microphone quality, it's like the microphones are noise canceling. They definitely perform better than the XM4s when it came to blocking out background noise from what callers would hear around you. But that being said, the microphone quality when noise was going on around you is not going to be a good experience. So having a business grade headset for your business calls and meetings is always going to be recommended if you care about voice quality and connectivity to your different apps. So that's the biggest thing. But in comparison to the 4s and 5s, it's like, I don't know. I feel like they're so similar. I mean, they're almost the same. The design is a little bit different, but everything else is pretty much the same. Battery. I felt like the XM4s had more bass, but they can adjust. There's the app they can download with Sony, and they can adjust, their different settings and whatnot. But XM4s are a hard one to beat.
Yeah, I definitely I haven't tested these, but I like the way that the cushions feel. Like they just seem like it's just very well made and
no, it's sleek.
Just nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to improve on a headset that's already world famous, as you say.
Right.
I mean, how do you make the headsets any better than the XM4? So they come out with the new models maybe just for refreshing the XM4, get something newer out there, get people excited about something. But yeah, I don't know. The XM4s are just, if you have them already, it's not going to be like a huge upgrade if you switch to the XM5s, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
Do we have a release date yet for our first Sony Xm5 video drop? Is it already shot? Is it going through editing now, or?
It's being edited right now.
Oh, okay. So sometime next week. Sound like?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, hey, thanks for stopping by, Adam. So the Sony Xm5 will be dropping that review on the channel here sometime next week. Looks like it's going through the editing phase right now. And then there will be a series of comparisons as well, XM4 versus XM5 and XM5 versus some of the business grade headsets as well. So stay tuned for those. And also, if you get your hands on the XM5, definitely looking forward to hearing and seeing your review on your channel as well. So if anybody watching now or at some point in the future, go ahead and follow Adam Macias' channel. He does some cool tech reviews. So go ahead and go over there and hit that subscribe button for you. Get a little extra value in your life. So that never hurts. Doesn't cost you anything, but just a little click of a button. So That's some good stuff. So anyhow, well, we've got this Engage 55, which definitely is an exciting headset because a lot of people or a lot of the headsets these days are Bluetooth.
Yep.
Bluetooth headsets, and there's tons of great options, right? We've got the Orosound Tilt Pro. We've got the Jabra Evolve 2 series. We've got the Voyager Focus 2 UC and the 4300 UC series. We've got Shox OpenCom UC, which is popular. All these types of headsets that are Bluetooth with a dongle. Nice and great for most people, but there are some limitations, namely, namely wireless range. So Bluetooth headsets typically are rated toward, let's say, anywhere from 33 feet to about 100 feet in range. And for being, estimating conservatively, we like to divide the range number in half. So let's say that a range is listed at 100 feet. You could assume to get approximately 50 feet of wireless range out of that headset. That may be fine for you. You may say, hey, I'm just nearby the computer. But for other people that may need to step outside on their patio or go get a cup of coffee or just want to be more mobile, having something that has a bit more wireless range is preferred. And that's where you're going to look at decked headsets. But in the decked headset range that give you about 300-ish feet of range, the issue in the past has been portability. So a lot of the times there's a charging base and you need AC power and all this setup. So transporting the headset becomes cumbersome. That is until some of the newer decked headsets that are designed to be more portable. So you can bring them with you but still get that phenomenal wireless range. Most recently, the Jabra Engage 55 that's come out, and then that review just dropped on the channel recently, right?
So you can check it out on our channel. And basically, Poly was the first manufacturer to come out with their own portable type wireless headsets that are decked. Now all the other manufacturers are coming out with them. Yealink, Jabra, Poly, Epos. So they're all going to have comparable models. Man, today there's just so many different headsets that you can choose from. So, I mean, there is just tons of different models, tons of different variations, and it gets confusing, and it's common for customers to order the wrong headset because a lot of them look the same, but they'll say, for example, the Engage 55, this is going to be portable. But if you get the Engage 65 or 75, that's not going to be portable because you have to bring a charging base with you, and the charging base is needed for the headset to work. Versus like the Engage 55, it communicates with a USB dongle. Just imagine like your wireless mouse. So you plug in this USB dongle to the computer, and then the headset communicates with the adapter, and that's what gives you the wireless range. Specifically in my situation, Dustin appreciates it because when we get on meetings, I'm always getting up and moving. Whenever I have a Bluetooth headset in my house, the call starts cutting out. I'm like literally 20 feet away, and he's like, oh, nope, you're cutting out. I'm like, it's just not a good experience. Versus when I put this headset on, I can walk all around my house and the connection stays stable the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. And so that is one of the things for any of our loyal viewers and subscribers that you already know. But for those of you who don't, we provide tailored recommendations based on your unique situation. So I'm not saying the Jabra Engage 55 is for everyone. It certainly is not. But it may be for you depending on your particular needs and preferences. So if you ever have any questions about, you're scouring the internet for headsets and you've maybe narrowed down to several different options, but you're having a difficult time to make that final decision on which model you want, just contact us. Send an email over to info, I-N-F-O, at headsetadvisor.com. That's info at headsetadvisor.com. And we'd go ahead ahead and make a tailored recommendation or a few recommendations to you based on your scenario. So just include any information that you may find relevant, your preferences, your noise of your environment, your range needs, all, sound, noise cancellation abilities that you need, all sorts of things. Include that information and we'll really help you out. No charge whatsoever. We've got people on staff ready and happy to help you out. So send an email or give us a call anytime and we'd be glad to help out with that. Definitely you're going to need an Engage 55 constantly though, because based on all the walking around that you do, but for me, I'm kind of like a slug when I'm at work. I just kind of sit there and I'm like stuck. So a wired headset works just fine for me, but hey, not for this guy.
Yeah, if I'm on a call, especially even like a 30-minute meeting, like if I have the ability to get up and move, it's like I can think 10 times better. I'm more productive. I'm not just sitting there looking at the screen with my eyes glossed over. When I can get up and move and hear the conversation and contribute, I can actually contribute a lot better when I can get up and just move around and pace around. I'm that type of person that I got to start moving. You probably noticed on these live streams, I'm always swaying and moving and whatnot because I just can't sit there for long periods of time. So this type of headset's awesome.
Yep. Moral of that story is that one headset isn't perfect for everybody. There are hundreds of different options. Not all of them are going to be right for you, but there is one that is right for you, and we'll help you with that.
Andre!
Hey, welcome, Andre. Thanks for stopping by. Doing well over here. Hope you're doing well. And yes, that is exactly right. In Drew's hands right now, that is the Sony Xm5, highly coveted, and there it is. Like we said earlier.
World famous.
In all its glory.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think more business headsets that are coming out that are worn over the ears. I think that's one thing that they're taking from is when you put the Sonys on, it's a lot more low profile. So like you put this on and the headband is pretty much against your head. There's not this big wide gap. So it's pretty sleek when you wear it on your head. Versus some other business type headsets out there. They cover your ears, but they're kind of big. It's not as low profile as like these Sonys, for example. So I think some of the business manufacturers are taking from that. For example, the Jabra Evolve 285, they designed the headband so like it fits more sleek on your head for headphones versus having all this space like out there looking kind of goofy. But yeah, we did a review on it. It's going to drop probably next week. And Andre sent me this video of people who were testing headphones, this machine that we have, or basically these ears. So that way you can hear exactly what we're hearing. So thanks again for sharing that, Andre. Appreciate that. That just further elevated our YouTube channel to just get even better. Because I'm not an audiophile or anything like that. So I always struggle on the videos to be like, okay, the sound quality has a rich, crisp bass and the highs and the lows and the mids. I was talking to Jeff the other day. If he puts on a pair of headphones or something, he'll be like, man, this does not sound good. I put on that pair of headphones and another pair, and I'm like, yeah, these sound great. So now you guys will be able to hear and then make that determination for yourself on how it sounds and how it compares to other headphones. And then I don't have to look like a goof over here trying to explain these different like sound quality of the speakers.
Definitely. And I didn't quite catch, did you test the microphones on these, like for the noise cancellation?
Yeah, so that's when I was saying, like, the microphones, they have noise canceling microphones in them, but when there's noise going on, the microphone does not sound good. So although it blocks out the noise more, the microphone does not sound good when there's a lot of noise going on around you. The Xm4s sounded a lot better when there was no noise going on around you. But when there was noise going on around you, you could hear everything in the background. So
this blocks the background, because I saw this video that almost completely blocked out the background. Was that your experience with
yeah,
this?
I mean, it didn't completely block it out, but it definitely put it like It
But then
blocked it out.
did it sound like that fishbowl or tinny
Yeah,
sound?
that was
on
the first
mic?
thing Jeff said. He's like, it
Right.
sounds like a fishbowl. Like even in a quiet room.
Yeah.
It sounds like when you don't have, and that's like on all headphones that don't have a mic boom
Yeah.
or some sort of, microphone that's, if it was out a little bit, something like
Mm-hmm.
anything that's built into the headset. Like Jeff was saying, like it'll be awesome for if someone, what was it, Jeff? If someone calls for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, if like one of your friends, if you're using them for music and you have a friend calling to invite you to a barbecue, perfect headphones for that. Not going to be perfect if you're on calls 2, 3, 4, 5+ hours a day. You're constantly on meetings and calls. If you don't care about voice quality, no problem. Go ahead and go with that. But awesome pair of headphones for personal use and some phone calls, but business, stay far away from. And so many customers buy Apple or the Sonys or Bose, and they think that they can hear great, but when it comes to that microphone, a lot of people have a lot of complaints when it comes to their business calls and meetings to come across professional.
Definitely. And yes, Andre, the Sony Xm5 review by itself is going to come out sometime next week. And then in the following weeks, you will see some comparisons. And yes, we will be comparing the Xm5 versus Jabra versus Poly and Oro Sound, of course. So you'll be seeing those different videos and be able to see for yourself the difference in the audio quality in the headset itself versus microphone quality on consumer grade versus business grade headsets. So it's
Actually, let me stop you there for a
Yeah.
second. I have an idea.
You want to give it a good try?
Oh, I think we're brothers.
Let's do it.
Do we have the same mom and dad?
I hope so.
Okay. So let's just do a test. I just thought about that. So let's test the Jabra Engage 55. We'll put this on. We'll switch over to the Sonys and let you guys just hear how the microphones sound. Jeff, that's your cue.
And hit that like button.
Yeah,
We'd really appreciate it.
what he said. Okay. Jeff, let me know. Get,
Link 400.
yeah, that one.
Talk.
Check.
Okay.
Are we live? We are on the microphone of the Jabra Engage 55, told by Jeff. So hopefully it is coming through this microphone. If not, Jeff is in trouble. Okay, so this is how the Engage 55 sounds like. Microphone placement is very important for those of you that are using a headset. Make sure you place the microphone properly. You don't want to be eating the microphone, and you don't want the microphone way out there. You don't want it up here because it's not going to sound good. You want it right about 2 fingers from the corner of your mouth. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't do that, so we're always educating people on if they want the best microphone quality to position it properly. This is what it sounds like. Let me go ahead and just turn a blender on over here real fast. All right, we got a blender going on over there. You can't see the blender, but this is what it sounds like. I'll stop talking to see what it sounds like when I'm not talking. Okay, that's what it sounds like with the blender going on. Let me turn that off. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, that was really loud. I always laugh on these microphone tests that we do when there's blenders going on and dogs barking. Jeff plays this one audio clip for the dogs barking, and there's just this one tone of this dog that it's like impossible to think when you have this dog screeching in your ear. So this is how the microphone sounds like on the Engage 55. Go ahead and get yourself one on headsetadvisor.com. Use coupon code YouTube for an additional discount.
Perfect.
So I did the smile out there.
Nice.
Was that good?
You have to smile.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. It's friendly.
So, can we use these?
I think we can use that. That's Dustin's go-to if you guys haven't seen that. He always has to do this. He always has to do this. That's why you'll see me right after. I'm like, yeah, do that. And then you have to over-exaggerate it. And so whenever Dustin's like, hey, have you tried this? He goes like this, hey, have you tried that? Have you tried that? He has to poke it. He has no other choice. Yeah, see, he has to tap the thing.
I have to let you know which
Yeah,
one have
that
you tried.
one right there.
The left ear or the right ear?
That one.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Jeff, is this already prepared?
That's the right ear.
Oh, it is the right ear. I had to see. There's L.
I saw it.
No, there's L.
Yeah, I know.
And it's red for
I
R.
know.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, you like those details.
I do.
Let's see. Let me turn this bad boy on. All right, Jeff, it's turned on. Let me know if it's paired or not. If it's not, we'll figure it out. Do it live.
All right, and Lord Devi, yes, thank you for the kind words, and happy to hear your Jabra Evolve 275 is working out great for you. You're fortunate as well because that's on a nationwide back order right now. So you having the Evolve 275, you're in lucky company right now. There's so many people contacting us that you wouldn't believe to try to get their hands on the Evolve 275 and even the Evolve 285, but hard to come by right now. We're hoping that gets corrected in the near future, but enjoy that nevertheless. So if you ever need any help with them, anything whatsoever, just give us a call, send us an email. We're here to help you out. And be sure to have your Jabra application downloaded so you can always keep your headset up to date and then adjust all the levels, side tone, and all sorts of other cool stuff.
All right, Jeff, we're in pairing mode now. Does it show up?
I'm not seeing it.
All right, no problem. Just give it a second. Let me turn it off real quick, and then I'll put it on to see what voice prompt it gives me.
Are we able to do those ears live? Can it, like the ears go through?
We're not there yet.
Yeah, probably not yet. Okay, it said pairing. Just one moment. We're trying to pair the headset to our computer. This is sometimes the issue of pairing a Bluetooth headset to your computer without one of those included USB adapters out of the box.
This one's really fast.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did it pair or is it still searching?
Already paired.
Just check the Bluetooth there. Let's see. Double like. Andre gave us a double like. And he's probably going to send us a photo after this.
Yeah, that Jiffy from, or what do you call it? I call
it a
Jiffy.
GIF.
Yeah, the Jiffy that he sent.
Yeah, he always.
Andre sent after the stream.
He always sends something. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool. Yeah, I love our regular subscribers and viewers just showing up, just making things real fun for us, and yeah, it's great engaging with you guys. So thanks, keep it up, having lots of fun.
Connected.
All right, we're
All
connected.
right. Sony Xm5.
Try talking on there.
Check.
Okay,
Check.
I can switch it now.
All right, we're switching over to the Sony Xm5s now. Good to go. Okay, so now you're hearing me on the Sony Xm5s. Quiet room. I mean, you guys have been hearing us the whole entire time. This is what it would sound like if you were in an office environment or a quiet environment at home. This is how the Sony Xm5 sound like. So if you're watching this now or in the future, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, yeah. See, I'm getting better on not just being monotone on the videos.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better at that.
Yeah, you have to use voice inflection.
Oh, inflection.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go ahead and play the blender, and let's see how that sounds. We have a blender in the back, so let me go ahead and I'm going to stand near it. This is what it sounds like next to it. I'll stop talking for a second. And let me walk back on over. Blender is going on. It's extremely loud. There's only water in there, unfortunately. There's no smoothie, margarita, none of that. So this is what it sounds like if you were blending something next to you. You guys can be the judge on how it sounds. All right, Jeff, you can switch back over to our camera mic.
All right, so curious to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section here, what you thought about the microphone quality and the noise cancellation abilities on the Sony Xm5, and then in comparison to some of the business grade ones that we've done before, even the Jabra Engage 55 that we just did right before it. So curious to hear that, as well as do you have any particular recommendations for reviews or comparisons that we should do on any products that we may or may not know about, or any comparisons that you would like to see that we have not done yet? So go ahead and include that in the comment section as well, so that we can add that to the list and get those put out for you guys.
There we go.
Okay, so we're getting some feedback. Pretty good mic, didn't sound that bad. Yeah, so that's interesting that that the
That's what I mean by it. That's why we like to do these reviews, because me personally, I don't think it sounds good. The microphone, at least, it sounds like a fishbowl, just because when you compare it to other headset with a microphone boom, I'm so used to that. So maybe that's what it is. But to me, any headphones that don't have a mic boom, to me, it sounds like it's in a fishbowl. But that's why we do these, because you guys can be the judge. We used to comment a lot more on the sound quality and microphone, but we came to find that everyone has a different perception or hears the video differently. Some people say, yeah, the microphone's great. Other people say it's bad. So it's subjective to who's listening.
Definitely. But yeah, that's the Sony Xm5, and I know that they've been highly anticipated. So that's just a little taste of what this this pair of headphones is all about. So stay tuned for those future drops that are coming. Make sure to click that notifications bell so that you always get alerted when those new videos do get released. And I'm sure you YouTube connoisseurs like me already hear this from the YouTubers all the time, so you know what to do. I'm just like you. I've been around since those early days of the Kimbo Slice YouTube days and the parkour stuff and all sorts of things. So hey, I've been around this YouTube game for a long time. I'm not really on the production most of the time. I'm more of like a viewer, and I'm like, this is what the people want, because I just watch so much YouTube and go down those rabbit holes, and I'm just, next thing you know, I'm like, oh, what day is it? What time is it?
Yeah, that was before being a YouTuber was a thing.
Yeah.
Now it's like a real thing. You see all these people making millions of dollars off YouTube. They have this crazy editing. They're doing all these different things, especially those like prank channels. All those people get tons of views because it's so entertaining. It's like literally, it's free TV pretty much. You can put it on your TV. And I was watching YouTube last night on my TV, so I'm like just scrolling through what I want. Yeah, you get some ads and whatnot, but yeah, YouTube really is an awesome place, and a lot of people that are becoming YouTubers are making tons of money. So.
Oh yeah, those prank videos are so funny. Like there's these ones that I laugh so hard every single time where they put a bicycle out and
the bait.
Yeah, they put a bicycle, and then there's a couple different. Well, what they almost always do is they put like a rope on it, and then they'll put it on a hill so someone sees it, and then they jump on the bike and then start pedaling away, and then the rope starts getting tighter and tighter, and as they're catching full speed, then it yanks, and then they biff.
Be careful which bike you steal. I should have had that, because I got my bike stolen right off my porch.
Oh yeah.
Watched the guy ride away with my bike. I was like, oh, I was kind of sad.
Yeah, and another one on those bikes, it's funny too, is they'll put fireworks on the bottom of the seat, and then like they're riding down, and it's like bang, 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 and then they're like hopping off, and then they start running away.
Yeah, because it probably freaks them out. Another one that I saw was people steal packages all the time. They're just walking at neighbors' houses, like going in residential areas, literally stealing people's packages. They're like, oh, I was waiting for my brand new wireless headset from Headset Advisor, and they just go right up to the door, and they're just like, yeah, I'll just take that, just like as if it was their package. But there's this prank video, or this guy that does this prank, is he puts a glitter bomb in there. And so what happens is they take the box, they bring it home. As soon as they open the box, all this glitter just shoots everywhere with like glue on it.
Oh.
And it just sprays everywhere. So there's nothing even in the box. And then it sprays... It sprays like fart spray.
Oh.
So their whole house stinks, and they have glitter everywhere.
Oh no.
It's nasty.
Yeah, that'll teach them a lesson.
Yeah, and it has them on camera too. So you watch their reaction. They're like, "Oh, what is this?" That's the last time you'll ever steal a Headset Advisor package off anyone's porch.
Yeah, and it's hard to get away with those things because they're purple. It stands out. It's purple. It's got the logo on it.
As you can tell, we really like purple. I mean, Jeff is always commenting on purple there, purple here, purple everywhere.
Yeah, before I got into the studio today, Jeff's like, "Hey, you don't have your shirt on." He was like, "This is you got to put your shirt on." So this is where's your shirt?
Yep.
I was like, "Oh, sorry. I won't let it happen again."
See? He's come around to the purple. That's what I'm saying. Before you know it, you're like, "Gosh, I keep seeing those guys, the purple Headset Advisor people."
I know. Yeah, that's us. We've got the purple color going, and
the reason why we chose the purple, logo. Right?
It's all about royalty.
That's right. So we are Sacramento Kings fans. We're Sacramento Kings fans, sadly. Because we were born and raised here in Sacramento, and my dad's had season tickets since like 1985 until about maybe like 3 years ago. He finally canceled the tickets because it's always a losing team, but we still support them, and we chose the purple just because of the Sacramento Kings color. So that's how we came up with that.
Yeah.
It really wasn't like a marketing thing. It was like, oh yeah, what color should we make the new name change? Because our company changed. It used to be blue, like that was our color, like everybody else. And then we're like, hey, we got to do something different, and here's the purple.
Yeah, so it was like, I was getting confused because it was called Merit Communications. And so it would be like, oh, hey, is this Marriage Communications? And then we're like, wait, hold on. We're not in like the helping marriages communicate business, So that was kind of weird. Like, hey, are you in Marriage Communications?
Like, no, that's the wrong place. Or you say your email string and it's like meritcom.com. Man, and on the phone it was a nightmare.
2 R's, 2 T's, 2 M's, but 1 M at the last M. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah. And then half the time you don't even get the email. So, but now we're Headset Advisory, Headset Advisors, Headset Advise Ear with an E. So, the show goes on.
Yeah, it's always funny. The name's Headset Advisor that everyone always says, which is funny. I don't care. It's just funny. Though, like Dustin said, this is Headset Advisors or Headset Advisory. I don't know why that's a thing. Even with the Discover brand, they're like, yeah, I have my Discovery headset. I don't know why it's like a thing, or Discover's headsets. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you just call it like you see it.
Hey, we're flexible over here. That's okay.
Yeah, you can call us Headset Advisory all you'd like. That's fine. That is just fine with us. So, Rowdy Raccoon, Sacramento Kings is right. We're 16, 17 years strong without being in the playoffs, but this year is our year, I'll tell you.
Don't say that.
We always say we're going to get them next year. We'll get them next year.
It's so bad that my dad has now said the only reason that we're still losing, we've changed ownership, we've changed all the players, we've changed all the coaches. The only reason that we're still struggling is because we haven't changed the mascot. Slamson's got to go. We got to switch him out, and then we're going to be winning. So, and we even got dial pad on the jerseys.
I know. That's it's just so bizarre.
Change the sponsorship, change the jerseys, change the logo. But we didn't change the losing.
No.
So now we always like take it as pride when we lose almost. So it's like when we lose, we're like, how much are we going to lose by today? Oh, we lost by 25. That was a great game.
Yeah, see, you know how like in sports too, they're like no moral victories, right? Like, no, we have moral victories. If our guys hustled, we're like, they hustled, they worked, they played hard. They played hard. That's a team that I could stand behind. Hey, it doesn't. The final score is not what counts. It counts that you played hard.
5 rebounds, 30 minutes, 2 points, 1 assist. I saw you running up and down that court very hard. I like you.
Yeah, you're someone I could get behind. Like, we had a guy named we had like literally a player several years ago. He was like, this is basketball. This guy looked like the biggest linebacker you ever seen in your life. His name was Jack Cooley, and he trotted up and down the court like the ultimate beast. I mean, he was like a Ray Lewis from the Ravens in his prime. This guy was and he did not look like a basketball player. He did not play like a basketball player. This was a football player.
Yeah, if you've ever played basketball with someone who's a football player that's never played basketball or doesn't play basketball a lot, you get injured from those guys. Like they're uncoordinated with the basketball and they're just so tough that they're just throwing you around like an elbow over to you. It's like, oh, dude, that's a foul. He's like, that's not a foul. I play football. This guy would run up and down the court and literally injure people on the court. So he'd foul out like second quarter because he's just like hurting people.
Yeah, I guess that's our best chance to win, though. You know, if you I guess you take down the best player, you got to do what you can to get the win. So
it hurts.
No,
it hurts.
Yeah, so maybe this year though. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll be tuned in, taking the punishment like usual, but that's all right. So. So let's see. Oh, we've got Rowdy Raccoon that's interested in purchasing a Headset Advisor jersey. So that's interesting. Have you done any video or been on any of these videos or lives or anything with the jersey on?
I think no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I bought a jersey that had our Headset Advisor logo that I'm still testing on some jerseys. I didn't like how it fit, so I'm still seeking out there for a jersey that would be good quality and something that we can put our logo on. No jerseys yet, but stay tuned. As soon as we get one, we'll definitely send you one if you want.
Yeah, so we can send you one, and who knows, we might have a little merch store or something for, say, like a jersey would be kind of cool, I think, to have. So, stay tuned. We might do that. I have seen the actual jersey that Drew did make. It's pretty cool, but just, it's not quite there yet. But
Drew and Dustin Merritt's night show.
All right, let's see.
What's Xm5?
Oh no, they're EC1000. Oh no, he's talking about his guitars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Andre and ESP guitars.
We're gonna have to get a guitar over here. I have to bring my dad out, have him play a tune for you guys. We got to get my dad out of retirement over there. If you're watching this, Dad, you're retired. Don't say you're not.
Oh, he's not watching.
Oh, yeah. Where's he at?
No, he used to watch every single episode. Not anymore. He's like, yeah, I'm tired of those guys.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good. I'm just going to be doing my own thing. I don't need to hear you guys anymore. I'll just let you guys take off with it. So.
Yeah, for sure. Any other things that you can think of for noteworthy things? Any other things going on that the audience might want to know about?
No, I think those new products are like the biggest update right now. Mm-hmm. We're continuing down the road of making these YouTube videos. Because of you guys, our videos are getting better. But if there's anything in the videos that you guys see that we can improve on, anything at all, whether you like David more over me. We did a poll, on a side note. I did a poll, and I was like, all right, who do you like watching on our YouTube channel the most? And it was like David, Dustin, me, and then Echel. She's been on a few of our videos. If you haven't seen her, she does a great job. But I got like a 9%, and David got a 66%.
Yeah.
Dustin cheated and gave himself a few extra likes.
I voted for myself twice, so I think I got 3 votes and 2 of those were mine. So one person out there voted for me, but I had to win. And Andre, not no about guitars. You guys can talk about guitars all you want, rock out. That's awesome. And also too the heavy metal and all that stuff that you were talking about putting in the putting as the sound samples. I think that would be awesome. So I think we have some people in our company are super into heavy metal and rock and all that stuff. And I grew up on all these bands like Offspring, Nirvana, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I don't play guitars, but I'm into all that stuff. So hey, talk about all the guitar stuff that you want.
What happened to David?
Oh,
that's a secret.
Regarding David, well, he's he hasn't been on his best behavior lately, so he doesn't get included in the live stream, at least not for now.
Yeah, we said he's got to get off that screen. His percentage is way too high up there, so me and Dustin need to take a swing and try to take over his throne. His rating is way too high right now, so it's just unacceptable.
Yeah, 66% versus 9%, which is really about 3% because only one person actually voted for me. But let's not worry about that for now. 9%. So we're trying to go from 9% and we're trying to move up the rank. So if I move up to 15%, then I think that would move him down to 59% or something. Then we bump you
Yeah,
up.
we got to get me bumped up. So I need you guys, anyone that's watching this now or in the future, let me know what I need to do better on the videos. That way I can get that percentage up. I don't know what I was doing before. Maybe it was a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. But I need to get that percentage up. I can't be letting my older brother, he's been picking on me my whole life. Like, just help me out, please.
Andrew, so punk and grunge, but what, like metal, like what, Metallica, or what's like some of your favorite metal bands? Interested to hear what you like. So drop that in the comments section. Anyone else who's into some good rock music, some good bands, good artists, drop that in there as well. I'm always looking for some new music, or things that are cool. We're actually going to a concert. Dad got the tickets for November. What's that one? It's
just blues.
It's
like
like,
some
yeah,
sort of
like blues rock, like David Bennett Cossin or something like that, or something.
I'm just not a music person. Like, I don't really even listen to music on my spare time. I just don't. So like whenever I listen to music or I'm with people, I just use like Apple Music, and I'll put like a genre, and I'll say like top hits for this genre or essentials for this genre, and then I just play that. So I like all music. The only thing I just don't like is heavy metal.
Yeah, and then so they'll put you probably put that on, and then the real music fans are probably like,
Yeah,
put on the real stuff.
Exactly.
Put on the good
No,
stuff.
that's why when people are like, yeah, you be the DJ, they always switch me out.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, yeah, play your music. And then I play like one song. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay, let me put my song on. I'm like, what the heck?
They're like, yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like
You're not in tune with what's going on.
As soon as I said I don't like heavy metal, Jeff and Ichel were just shaking their head at me.
Yeah.
They said that is just disturbing.
Yeah.
So yeah, music's interesting. That's why I don't like to comment on the speakers. Like these people that do these YouTube videos on like describing the speakers when they listen to it. I mean, Jeff hears me. I'm like, I don't know how to say it. To me, it all sounds. It's like all the same.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the more like screamo stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, whatever you're into, that's awesome. I like some old school like rock stuff too. Like, I mean, it's kind of cliche stuff, but like Rolling Stones and all that, just from like back in the way day, where it's just that original sound and just kind of some. I don't know. I feel like it's like cool music, but
You really just can't beat the music from back then. Like the music that Dad had.
All right. No, because he's like a guitar. He's like a real music guy. So he's like, I'm just like talking, So he's like, I'm like screamo. He's like, no.
He's like, don't say that.
Yeah.
That's how out of tune we are
Yeah.
with that. We're gonna be more like ours is probably a little bit more mellow type stuff. These days, I just listen to classic.
No, you're like listening to like you turn on the little waterfall, trickling. You're like
Woosah, woosah.
It's like a little trickling stream. Like some like this guy. If you look up on YouTube, this guy called David Lanz, Lanz. It's like flute music and like little birds. It's almost like painting pictures of like little scenic like meadows and creeks with like the flutes and stuff. David Lanz. I don't know. It's like some definitely opposite from the death metal stuff, but
when you have 3 pots of coffee a day, you need to play that. Otherwise, you start stomping around. Sometimes you bust through the door. So you need to play that to stay nice and calm.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that the truth?
So stick to green tea. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Then you can listen to. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna mess it up. Not screamo, but heavy metal. I don't know.
Don't. Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You don't call it that again.
Yeah, never again. I won't ever do that. I'm so sorry. Just give me a higher rating on the channel. I need to get up. Help me. I'll say whatever you want within reason. Just get my percentage up on our community channel. Just hit that vote on Drew, and we'll go with that.
All right, so unless you guys have any further questions, I really appreciate you guys stopping by today. We've, we're going to be having videos coming out on some exciting brands like Yealink. They're a big up and comer. There's more coming from Shock's OpenCom stuff. We've got these, decked headsets from Jabra and many more to come. Sony Xm5, lots to look forward to. So please stay tuned. Join us on these live streams. Go ahead and share the videos. Do all the comments. Do all that kind of stuff. The good stuff that we're always asking for. And make sure to stay tuned for the upcoming giveaways that are going to be like you've never seen before. And I'm not talking like the quantity of giveaways. I'm talking about this overall experience. We're trying to put on an epic show for you. And we really want you to be there. And then we want to hear your feedback. And of course, we're going to be sending these headsets worldwide. They're flying to Tokyo, Japan, all the way over to Taipei. Wherever you are in the world, you're going to get yourself a headset. So stay tuned. And without any more conversation on this today, we'll see you next time.